Alyssa McIlvain will get the opportunity to try to close it out in the circle for Marshalltown. This would be, if she can, her 11th complete game of the year, which would tie her with her teammate Aspen Harrison for the most on the season for the Tigers. It'd be the biggest one, though, because it would keep Marshalltown still playing on to Sunday at regionals. High and inside to Karis Gifford. If you're Iowa Western, this is exactly the part of the order you want up. 1, 2, 3. Here in the bottom of the 7th, trailing by 2. Gifford 1 for 3 in the ball game. Ground ball right side. She can scoot now. The throw is just in time at the bag at first. Just enough behind it. Maggie Harrison from her second base spot to retire Gifford. We may take another look at that one on the River Community Credit Union instant replay for those of you back home with us on GoHillsTV. Again, not exactly a sharply hit ground ball by any means from the lefty Gifford, and she can get down the line. And I'll defer to Dr. Monahan on that one. Was it pretty close? Close. And perhaps could have gone a different way. But instead, 1-0 on Kais. Titus says they got it right, so there you go. Kais swings and misses on a pitch outside from McIlvain. 1-1. Reavers down to their final 2 outs of 2022. Out to right field. That's going to hang up and get over the head. Misplayed in right field by Kylie Westland. On her horse to second and sliding in head first is Olivia Kais with a 1-out double. Westland took a step in and then realized that one had eyes for the wall. And that will bring the tying run to the plate in Amaya Hernandez. Hernandez 0 for 2 in the ball game. Popped out to the pitcher McIlvain her last time up in the 5th, struck out swinging and walked and scored the only run for Iowa Western here in the contest, all the way back in the 1st inning. Upstairs, 1-0. That double, just the 2nd extra base hit of the ball game for Iowa Western, and that plays out pretty well to what the Reavers do between their wins and losses. In their 41 wins this year, they average 5 extra base hits per game. Their losses, just 1. That catches the inner part of the plate at the knees on Hernandez, 1-1. Freshman out of Sterling, Illinois. Decided to go play ball over in Council Bluffs. 422 on the year, 14 homers and 57 RBIs. She, too, with a lot of speed. Outside, 2-1. 20 stolen bases on the year. Kais with 18, but you certainly don't want to run the risk of recording out number 2 at the bag at third. 2-1 from McIlvain. Turned on, down the left field line, fair foul, and she pulled it. Just a touch early on the swing from Hernandez. That would have tied it. But instead, it just goes in the book as a loud strike, 2-2. 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Marshalltown trying to hold on to a 2-run lead. They grabbed the lead in the 2nd inning and have not looked back since. 2-2. Ground ball, chopped it foul off the plate. We'll do it again. Coming up after we get a victor in this one, our very own Russ W. Oker will be down just behind home plate to meet with the winning head coach, get a few thoughts on the win and moving into the Sunday contest. We'll also be taking you through, probably while we wait for the winning head coach to get with Russ, the bracket situation. Ground ball fielded by Paige Westland. The toss a little high, but Davis reels it in. Out number 2. That's a sharply hit ground ball, too, from Hernandez, but Paige Westland is about as steady as it gets over there at the hot corner. So J.L. Wild, it will fall on the shoulders of the freshman shortstop from St. George, Utah. 1 out to work with and a runner in scoring position in a 2-run ball game. Wild, 1 for 3, I beg your pardon. A single and a couple of flyouts to right. McIlvain starts her off speed, but misses low, 1-0. Wild has left the yard a team-high 23 times this year, 85 RBI. So if you want an opportunity to tie the game with one swing of the bat, this is the one you want. Ground ball, foul. Westland gave it a diving effort, but it was foul pretty much a quarter of the way down the line, 1-1. Wild here, Millie hoping that she'll get an opportunity in the on-deck circle. 2 away. The 2-seed Iowa Western down to their last out at the Region 11 championships. Outside, 2-1. The last time Marshalltown beat Iowa Western, April 23rd, 2017. Currently riding a 22-game losing streak against the Reavers, and now Iowa Western down to their final strike as Wild came up empty on a big swing on a pitch up in the zone. 2-2 the count. The pitch from McIlvain upstairs, and we will have a payoff pitch from Alyssa McIlvain. The former Centerville Redette trying to send her team on to Sunday. Here comes the 3-2. Popped up, right side, drifting foul. It's going to stay in play, and it will be caught. On the run, the second baseman, Maggie Harrison, squeezes it, and the 2-seed Iowa Western Reavers are 2 and barbecue here in West Burlington. The Marshalltown Tigers snap a 22-game losing streak against the foes from up in Council Bluffs with the 3-1 win against Iowa Western. 3 runs on 6 hits, 1 error in the field for the Tigers. Iowa Western manages just 7 base knocks and 2 whoops-a-daisies in the field as they will end their season at 41-21 overall. Marshalltown, they get to double digits in the win column with 10 of them now on the year and 44 losses for the Tigers. They advance on in the bracket where tomorrow Marshalltown will get to face Southwestern once more in the 11 a.m. contest tomorrow morning. Our very own Russ W. Oker's down on the field with the winning head coach, Russ Jones of Marshalltown.
Hi, Coach. What a performance. Your team gets the win over the number 2 seed, knocks them out. Let's start with the pitcher, Alyssa McIlvain. She was good today.
She was unbelievable. Best game she's thrown all year. She was hitting her spots and kept the Iowa Western players there off balance.
Looked like she reached back for a little something extra there in that last inning. I think the adrenaline might have been flowing a little bit.
Yeah, there's no question the adrenaline was flowing for all of us.
What's this win mean for your program?
This is huge, especially over Iowa Western. We came close several times during the regular season, close games with them, and just couldn't get over the hump. But to get over the hump in a game like this, that's big for us.
All right, now you're going to have another date with Southwestern. You lost a close one to them earlier today. So what's different tomorrow? What's the message?
The message is keep fighting. We've been preaching all along, play the best softball we can possibly play in the first week of May. We're the first week of May, and we're playing the best softball we've played all year, so we're going to keep going.
You give up only a total of 3 runs all day, played pretty solid defense, too.
Yes, we did, and that's been our Achilles heel all year is defense, and we played really well today. Proud of the kids.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Congrats. Back to you, Dewayne.
Thank you, Russ. Again, with Russ Jones, the Russes down there. I'm sorry, I apologize for not making that reference earlier. Russ Jones and Russ W. Oker. Wow, sometimes those things just hit you. Ava Knoll suffers her 9th loss of the season in the circle. She worked 6 innings, allowed 7 hits, walked 4, struck out 1 Tiger batter, 3 runs scored, 2 of those came up earned. And as you heard from Coach Jones himself, Alyssa McIlvain with her best outing of the season. All 7 innings of work, allowed 8 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. The 1 run that scored was unearned. Before we leave you, let's take you through the Region 11 bracket for our Sunday schedule. It will start 11 a.m. right here at the Wagner Athletic Complex with Marshalltown and Southwestern meeting for a second time. Ought to be a fun one. Followed up by the Indian Hills and Southeastern winners bracket contest at 1. And then at 3 o'clock, we will see the winner of that first game between Marshalltown and Southwestern and the loser of the Warriors and the Blackhawks. It's been a fun Saturday. We appreciate you joining us for it right here on GoHillsTV, powered by JBS. For the entire crew here making it happen for you back home or wherever it is you're watching with us, I'm Dewayne Cook. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and we will see you for a Mother's Day Sunday right back here at the ballpark.